What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Rider. This is going to be a short one, mainly because I haven't been able to get anything uploaded in a long time. I'm not going to go into reasons why, just simply been busy, weather, all kinds of other issues that I can just go on and on about. Anyway, so I needed to go out to Akihabara tonight to go pick up a part that I'm missing, that I needed for a project. I needed to finish the project today, and I realized I forgot to get one part, so I'm racing, well, not racing, but we're moving very quickly to go down there and pick it up apart and to get back home so I can finish this project tonight and get it all out of my hair. Yeah, but who am I kidding? I'm going to tell you what's been going on, because that's the point of the video. I'm going to record this tonight, I'm going to upload it tonight out of my normal schedule, which, well, what's that, because I haven't had one in a while. So just going to upload it so I can give you guys something, let you know I'm still alive and not dead, still doing this thing. But life has just not been cooperative, neither has the weather. So let me see, am I gonna make this turn? Come on, dude, don't slow down, don't slow down, make the turn. There we go. I hate it when I miss that light. So anyway, this is the first day that I've ridden the bike in about 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks, I guess. Last time I rode it was to go to Yokohama, to go to Chinatown, which there's a video for that that's still coming. I actually have quite a few videos that are backlogged that are from the summer and the ones that are more recently, but I haven't really been home to edit. And then I had a storage issue happen. My network attached storage device, which is supposed to protect all my data, which it did, but I went to move it one day because I needed to clean the room that it was in, so I wanted to move it out, and I shut it down normally, you know, no problems, and then moved it to the new room. I just wiped down the cables because the cables are dusty, so I didn't really do anything else other than wipe the cables down. Then I plugged it in and it wouldn't turn on, and I'm like, well, that's just wonderful. So as I was pretty nervous about all this data I have on, I've got like 6 terabytes of data, including all my GoPro footage, everything that I've worked on, not only just GoPro, but just pretty much everything in my life that I've worked on this thing, because it's supposed to be like resilient, which it is resilient. It doesn't lose your data, but it just wouldn't turn on. So like, I was kind of freaking out about it. So first thing I did was order a new one, because I can just swap the disc into a new one, and that would solve the problem. But then I'm like, well, why did this thing just quit? It doesn't make any sense. So after a while, I sat there and I did some research online, and you know, there were some reports of the same device that were failing, like I mean, not like a lot of reports, but there was like 1 or 2 out there that kind of had a similar situation, but the symptoms were different. Like they had blinking lights and things like that. This one just had nothing. Like there was a power light on the power adapter, but there was no LED light on the power switch like they're supposed to be. So I was a little confused as to why I couldn't get that to work. So after that kind of failed, I just said, okay, I'm going to take this thing apart and try to figure out what's wrong with it. You know, maybe it's something simple that I can fix on my own. I mean, I have some repair capacity in me, so let me get to this light first. So anyway, of course, the first thing I did was, of course, check the power supply. I pulled my multimeter out, checked the voltage. It was like 12.3 volts, which is what it's supposed to be for that particular supply. And so, and just logically stepping through, like problem solving, like, okay, so we know that the power supply works, we know the voltage is good. So then the power goes into the box. I pull the box apart, check the power inputs, make sure that the power was getting to the right spots, and then comes the switch. So I went ahead and pulled the switch out. So I wanted to test the continuity across. It's a rocker switch with a spring. So you push it up and hold it to power it on, and you do the same thing to turn it off. It's a relay switched by the rocker switch. So pulled the switch out, tested the continuity among the poles, and it was, according to the meter, it was functioning normally. So I'm like, well, what the hell? Okay, so does that mean the motherboard's fried? And so that's what I was leaning towards. But well, that doesn't make any sense. So the switch works, and the voltage is in the right spots, And so I'm saying, okay, let's do the simple thing here. Let's just clean the contacts on the switch and let's put it back together, and then you know, plug the switch back into the motherboard and reseat it properly, and let's just confirm that it's not something simple. So I did that, cleaned the switch, hooked everything back up, put the switch back. I didn't put the unit all back together. I just quickly put the switch on there so I could quickly test it, and hooked the power supply up carefully without frying anything. And lo and behold, it powered up. I'm like, well, damn. So yeah, it was basically a faulty, well, I am assuming faulty connection, basically, because I did go out and find another switch just in case I wanted to replace the switch, because that seemed like an obvious point that might be bad. So I had a second switch that I could use, but just cleaning this one and reseating it back into the connector, that was it. Put it back together and working fine. There's a kid on the back of that bike. He's holding on to the backpack. I wonder if I can catch up with him. Look at this. I can get a little closer. Hang on. You got the kid on the back of the bike holding on to the backpack. Or he's got backpack straps. Okay. Usually when you carry a little kid like that, sometimes they have the security belt system that holds them to you, like you're like literally attach them to yourself, to your body, so they don't fall off. It's not going that fast. It's a small bike, so I guess it'll be all right for a little while. Anyway, so now I have these two storage units, so I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my storage and switch to the new unit that I got. I'm just gonna go out and buy some new discs, probably 1 or 2 steps up from what I have now, to add a little more space. And then I'm going to retire the old unit and give that to a family member who's in need of some reliable storage. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the unit. It was just the power switch. So I'm just gonna go get some new discs and set up the new unit and transfer the data, and then format the old one and send that off to the family member who needs the storage space. But the new one, the benefit of the new unit, it has some dual 1 gig ports for the Ethernet. So it's supposed to what's the word I'm looking for? There's a technical word for it. I can't remember it. Oh my god. Bond, that's it. Bond the two connections. It's supposed to bond the two Ethernet connections together to increase the actual speed. But I'm not really sure if that's really effective, considering the discs are limited to 7,200 RPM unless you get SSDs, which I'm not really in the mood to pay that much money for some SSD RAID. So I'm just using some like data center class, normal hard disks. Anyway, so that was a pain in the neck, because I mean, it was more like I was freaking out because I was really worried about losing my stuff. But I knew that wasn't going to happen, because I knew the data was fine. I knew there was nothing wrong with the data. Just the damn box was screwed up. So, and like a what, $3 part? So typical. Then we had, let's see, that happened after the typhoon. We had a typhoon come through. I'm sure everybody read about that. Hagibus. It really tore us a new one. We got lucky in our home area where we didn't get too much damage. We were at risk for flooding, but it never got that bad in our area. The areas to the east and west, they took quite a hit because they were close to the rivers. So lucky, I think, is the word I'd use for that one. A lot of people in Japan were not so lucky, and I know we won't. Well, I'm not planning to go to mountains anytime soon, because I know a lot of the places I used to go up and towards Nagano have got some damage to deal with. Not only the ones that have been on TV, but some of the upper, some of the roads in the mountain have some issues that need to be cleaned up. So it'll be a while before we get back up there. But man, it was a pretty harrowing storm. And at some point Saturday night, when it happened, when it actually hit Tokyo, well, it didn't hit Tokyo until like 9 p.m. Saturday night, and sometime that evening around 6 or 7 o'clock, I was like 6:22 p.m. we had an earthquake at the same time. I'm like, dude, I mean, that's enough. There was a tornado in Chiba, killed a guy in a car. And I think the last count I saw in the news is something like 80 people had been confirmed dead so far. And of course, thousands of homes flooded. Could have been a lot worse, but that was definitely one of the worst typhoon I've been through. Bike was okay, house is okay, car is okay. The only damage, well, not even damage, but just the only thing I had to really clean up was all the stuff that got blown around outside. So other people's trash wound up in my parking area, so I had to clean it up. And I kid you not, it has not, I mean, there have been some days without rain, but not like, okay, let me rephrase that. There have been some hours without rain here and there. Yesterday was a very nice day, but I didn't have time to ride because I had a bunch of work appointments. Today has been cloudy, but no rain yet. It's supposed to rain tomorrow or late tonight. So I'm taking the bike out just for this short run to Akihabara and back. I'm hoping that the rain doesn't come while I'm doing this. But I parked the bike after my last, I went to Fuji actually. I made it to Fuji. I got a video for that. That was the last day I rode, and that was 4 or 5 weeks ago now. So it sucks, man. I'm supposed to get a lot of riding this month, but the weather has just been not cooperative at all. And I'm really like feeling the depression of like this constant rain cycle. I mean, yesterday, like I said, yesterday was blue sky, nice day. But I spent most of it inside because it was already a work day and had a lot of appointments to take care of, so I couldn't get away. I'm hoping we get some sunshine here soon because I really want to ride on the weekend. I was mentioning tomorrow's Friday, so it's Thursday. It's Thursday, October 24th today. So again, I'm uploading this the same day I'm making it. So Thursday night in Japan. Tomorrow it's going to be pretty heavy rain. Looks like it's going to be rain through the weekend. So there goes my weekend again. Next week is kind of busy with work. I'm not seeing any riding time coming up anytime soon. Sucks. I want to turn here because this is probably easier. I'm going to Arc PC, which is my usual parts place that I go to. I don't know why that fits. I mean, I don't know, maybe because I've just been going there for years. They've been around since I've been in Japan, so, and they were kind of one of the little shops that I found that I really liked. And I'm not sure why, but it just seems like my place to go. They usually have everything I want, and anything they don't have on the shelf, they can get to me within a couple hours or a day or so. My second choice is Skumo, or is that what I'm saying? Skumo? Yeah. They're pretty good too. Alright, I need to... Is this one way? Yes, it's one way. God damn it. I want to park right next to the shop so I don't have to go anywhere else and park. So I'm just going to run in and really get, literally get one part and then come back in. God damn it. Okay, so I gotta go straight here. I don't drive through here very often. So I don't remember the roads, which way is one way, which one's not. Don't stand there. Look at me, dude. Move. There's my shop right there on the corner, and we're going to sit right here on the corner. Alright guys, we are here. We're going to go in and do this thing, get stuff done, and get out of here and go home before the rain comes. I need some dinner too. But thanks for tuning in. Sorry I've been kind of absent lately, but we'll try to get things caught up pretty quickly because I want to make sure that what are they doing? Yeah, I have some other, I want to upload the other videos. They're kind of behind schedule, but I'm not gonna waste them, so we'll get them up pretty quickly, hopefully soon. But thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one, hopefully not too long from now. I wonder what he's talking about. I'm not sure if he's complaining or just chatting or what he's doing. Or he's just flirting. I don't know. Alright guys, we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.